What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today is the day. We are sitting in the Bentley right now, and I am headed to go get the Evo. Well, going to tune the Evo. So we're gonna see how this goes, and you guys are coming along with me. Well, let's ride. Safety first, as usual. Normally on a day like this, I would let the top down, but for the sake of wind noise, you know the rest. This has been a really long time coming. Well, maybe I would say maybe a 4 or 5 month process. Evo lost a few valves in the head, some valve train failure there. Still don't know exactly what happened, but end up losing that head and my #1 piston. So pulled that motor out of Debo, and I hit up House of Power. Just so happened one of their shop cars was being parted out, and I grabbed me a really badass long block, and that's what we went with. Not giving too many details because it is a grudge car, but once you see it, you'll have an idea. You know, most Evo guys will look at it and be like, I see what you did there, So we know what's going on. Just trying to keep the domestic guys, kind of on the fence, guessing, what it may or may not do. But once you see it, you know what it's gonna do, for sure. Man, this thing is so torquey. Don't know about the Bentley. It does have exhaust and a tune on it. I would say this car is around 600-ish, twin turbo W12, and just all-wheel drive. I think I got a thing for all-wheel drive now. Pretty nice. But I do have a video I haven't uploaded yet where I was in the Bentley and actually came across a 5th gen ZL1, and you won't believe the outcome. I'm just gonna put that out there. So stay tuned for that one. That one's gonna be a good one. I actually filmed right here where you're looking at me, and I think you can see out of this side window because I kind of had the GoPro turned a little bit, so you definitely could see what was going on. Crazy stuff happens on the freeways out here sometimes. On good days. But not gonna bore you too long. I'm just gonna get this drive out because it's about a 20-minute drive to where the Evo is, but I will see you when I get there. Oh, finally made it here. So pulling up over here, and I see it peeking out here. Man, it's looking good from right here. Get y'all out of here so y'all can see it. Turn this thing off.
which, I mean, the VE8 table's telling me it's dropping off, of course. But, yeah, 9,000 might be alright. That way, you have leeway, you know?
Yeah.
You'll probably want to shift it 86 or 87. But it'll allow you to leave it in that gear to edge someone out if need be.
Oh, yeah.
Still idling good.
Yeah, so no, nothing there.
Okay, so
This isn't where the dipstick was. The dipstick was through the intake right here. That's why mine is coming out now. The dipstick was through the intake. I mean, it was crammed. You know how it
yeah.
was. Fucking shoved in there.
Oh fuck. So that means we have some crankcase pressure. It might be time for bigger lines for these types. So we need to get a spring to hook on it. Okay, but where that is, that's at the back of the company. You know, as soon as the wall starts up to it. Cool. Well, just blow your shit up.
Something came from it.
So you heard it?
I heard it come out. It sounded like it came out the back of the car, whatever it was.
Let's check the fuel setup. That's the only thing real new.
Whatever it is, it felt like it just came out like either I hit it. It didn't look like I hit anything though. You know? So it was like whatever it is, it just fell out the bottom and came out the back of the car or what? It could have been a lot.
Yeah.